as we see the teams come back today, and the what is the quote? The exact wording?
Unfit to play.
Unfit to play.
Do you picture that working? Like, how long before they decide this was stupid and we have to change the way we're going to operate here?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know, because the crazy part about it is, as soon as that, I mean, legit, the phrase could mean 100 things, but everybody's going to say it means one thing: that a player's tested positive or as an inconclusive test to COVID. So there's got to be a better way to do it than this, because you invite mess by not being clear. And I still don't understand maybe the procedures involved with, if a player tests positive for mononucleosis, the team will likely say player's got mono and he's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. Is that not kind of the same thing? I don't know that, but it seems like this just invites mayhem on every tweet that you're going to see about, even as they do everything that they can to try and do this the correct way, there's going to be speed wobbles and something's not going to work, and you can fix it all the time. And I think they're probably going to have to, at some point, review what they're doing here. I know the Players Association was really strong on on not saying which players had tested positive for COVID. I mean, they were really strong on that. So you can say the NHL, but it's the players. The players.
They're worried about the stigma that comes with it.
Yeah.
That
it's our health, it's our privacy. Leave it to us.
Yeah, but to Ray's point, though, Johnny, it's also their privacy and personal news when it is mono, when it is whatever it might be, a concussion, a broken rib, anything, and that's always been revealed. Now it's not, and like I said at 4 o'clock when we came on, I think it's because there's still a stigma that kind of hangs around COVID, as if you get it, it's because you broke a rule or you went to the bar and you weren't supposed to.
But what if you're a player and it's cancer? And what if it's you're a player or it's a brain hemorrhage? Like, I mean, at some point you got to be entitled to your own business if it's unrelated to an actual physical injury. I mean, that's how I would take it. If it's my life, I would want to dictate the terms in which I would say it.
Totally agree, Johnny. However, you pretty clearly can end up with the virus through no fault necessarily of your own. And so it just seems to add a layer to the anger and discourse and all that goes along with the frustration of where we are with COVID. It all kind of goes together, and it's not the guy's fault if he tests positive, unless he's going to a COVID party trying to get it, like those guys in this, in whatever state Alabama. They were doing that, right? Like, nobody's doing that. Like, if a guy crosses a quarantine line to go pick up takeout food, well, guess what? They can't dictate that, can they? No, the guy got reported upon, the NBA guy down in Orlando.
Yeah. Like, said he's going to be quarantined for another week. Is it also
difficult? Is it also, I don't know. Is it also difficult? You can only get delivery food here. Well, just get it there. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's that everybody's in their 20s or early 30s and you don't quite think the same way as when you're older. I don't know. Maybe that's all of it too. But I guess I wish there was an easier way. I understand the players' want of privacy. 100% get that. This fit to play thing is going to be a
can of worms we don't want to open.
Oh man, is it ever? I mean, are they going to say that when a guy tweaks a groin?
Exactly right.
Did you hear Pete DeBoer this morning? Because teams are going to violate this, because Pete DeBoer said Marc-Andre Fleury wasn't on the ice, and he just said no, because he's been practicing for 3 weeks. He's just taking the day. It's not COVID related. He kind of clarified the not fit to play as just whatever, tired body like normal. And so this is where you're going to try to get, people are going to get stuck. Austin Matthews acknowledged that he got tested positive today. It's trying to find a balance and trying to find what makes sense in this new world. And I don't know, we all understand the rationale behind it, and I'm with you. I don't think there's any stigma about saying, yeah, I got it. I was doing everything right, and I was wearing a mask, and I washed my hands, and it happened. Because it does, and we know that. But it's just, as we go through 10 weeks of games, Ray, it's going to be sticky.
For sure. I guess, just as you're talking there, Johnny, I'm thinking, what is the Bundesliga doing? Because
everything right.
That's my point. They seem to have a great handle on what is going on. And so, to me, that would be the model to try and follow. However, no matter what you try to follow, each grouping is going to have differences in their protocols. It's unavoidable. It is. I know a guy around here that he had to go get a test because his chiropractor was COVID positive. Guy wears a mask all the time. Guy has gloves on every treatment. The patient, the guy I know, has a mask on all the time when he goes for treatment. But you can see how easily it goes from one to the next to the next to the next. And I don't think there's there's nothing really particularly embarrassing about it, except I understand why people want to be private about it. Yet from the other side, I think, as you called it, a can of worms that guaranteed is going to be opened up time and time again as they try to figure out, man, what is the best way forward? Because this doesn't seem to be it.
No, I don't think this isn't going to work. And any time you say someone's unfit to play, immediately people will say, oh, well, they've got COVID. Does someone else have COVID? Again, it could be a groin tweak. It could be a personal reason. It could be anything. It's day one. We'll grant them some more time. We'll see where we're at once the games start.